want to say a huge thank you to the Academy for recognizing our unwavering commitment to gender, diversity, and inclusion education. My name is Vivi, and I come from a beautiful country in Asia called Taiwan. I'm the founder of HundrED and the Period Museum. Originating in Taiwan, we are a global nonprofit dedicating ourselves to achieving menstrual justice everywhere around the world. I'm deeply honored and humbled to be standing here representing our passionate team who are probably watching the live stream now in Taiwan. Let's embrace an undeniable truth. Half of the population on Earth menstruates. On any given day, around 800 million people actually experience this biological process. This natural process is life's essence. Without menstruation, none of us would have been standing or sitting here in this venue. And yet, for ages, this phenomenon has been neglected to hushed tones and whispers. My first period was actually the reason why I became a menstrual activist. When I got my first period, I was horrified and confused, mistakenly thinking I was either sick or injured. When my mom tried to explain to me how to manage my period, she tried her best, but she didn't use the word period at all. Instead, she was using euphemism just like a lot of other people, which then created a sense of embarrassment and shame around menstrual topics. And sadly, stories like mine are far too common all around the world. In the US, 42% of individuals who menstruate have actually faced period shaming. In a heartbreaking incident earlier this year in Mumbai, a 14-year-old girl was killed by her brother, mistaking her first period as an evidence of an affair. These tragedies underscore the cause of our collective silence and ignorance. The deficit of menstrual education across generations is blatant violation of basic human rights. And that's why I'm standing here trying to achieve menstrual justice with so many people and also incredible individuals sitting in this venue right now. And what's astonishing is that despite rapid evolutions in education about gender identities and sexual orientations, especially in countries like Taiwan, we actually pioneered the legislation of same-sex marriage in Asia. However, menstrual education has stagnated in the past decades. We discovered in a public hearing 2 years ago that only 1 in 9 schools in Taiwan's second largest city provided some form of period education, despite it has already been in the curriculum. Most often, it was segregated by birth-assigned sex. This isn't a localized issue. It is a global crisis, a global challenge that's demanding a united effort. At HundrED, we believe that menstruation should not be a barrier to anyone's well-being opportunities and choices. So in 2019, we launched 50/100 HundrED. The project's name represents that 50% of the population on Earth menstruate, and we want to invite 100% of the population to engage. We aspire not only to eliminate this existing stigma, but to prevent its inception altogether. Initiating this project in public school starting from the very beginning posed challenges, but it was imperative to ensure accessibility for all students, regardless of their socioeconomic backgrounds. Early on, there were actually concerns about gender-inclusive menstrual education. But contrary to the expectations, it cultivated empathy, self-love, and compassion among students, also the educators. In just 4 years, we've recreated the menstrual education curriculum, making it inclusive and accessible. By eliminating the gender divide, we created a nurturing space for everyone, regardless of their gender. Our impact doesn't end with classroom lessons. We've published resources like books and animations. We train educators and caregivers, and we also influence educational policy, making the changes systematically. To date, we have reached more than 300,000 students, educators, and parents. More than 100 schools have now adopted our curriculum, and national-wide adoption is underway. We've been having meetings with the Ministry of Education. We're hoping to have a national implementation. Our community's gratitude has also been heartwarming. Many have expressed how long overdue this education is. Many parents have generously donated their children's birthday fund to us, seeing it as an investment to the future. We also pioneer a university-level course on menstruation in the National Taiwan University, which encompasses various perspectives from medical, cultural, to engineering. Our goal is to inspire future change makers, not limiting to changing or solving menstrual injustice, but addressing a wider range of social issues and human rights issues. We actually believe a single course might not alter one's entire worldview. It is impossible. However, by cultivating an environment of empathy, can reshape not just one generation, but society at large. Imagine a world, what would the world be like when this generation, which learns about menstruation in a healthy and stigma-free way, when they grow up to be empathetic and compassionate, when they become the decision-making population of our society, what would the world be like? Lastly, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge my incredible team in Taiwan, the people who have worked with us, and our partnering schools and organizations, our supporters, and even our critics and our skeptics. Thank you all for those who drive us to do better. Also, lastly, a heartfelt thank you goes to our families and partners who often bear the brunt of our innovative pursuits. You make it all possible. Thank you.